Hi, Kevin Chaos. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I think it's very important since I am to be a vessel, an antenna, a conduit of the change that is facilitating right now in the new positive movement. I consider myself a light worker, but it doesn't mean I'm entirely light, of course. Who is? I'm perfect yin yang, the good within the bad and the bad within the good. That's how you should understand. However, I think it's very important you have a little bit of background to me. Um, I, since very young, have been diagnosed with ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, with bipolar type 2, moody, flip-flopping, manic depressive, with obsessive compulsive disorder, very serious, yes, and with Asperger's syndrome. And Asperger's is a very high-functioning and capable end of the autistic spectrum. So, very different, sure, but what spiritual person isn't? All that being said, I think that a lot of these labels and understandings are for those who can't understand and just need to have a label for what they don't get yet. Every genius that ever existed, I think Einstein said, it was either Einstein or Socrates. I get them confused sometimes with certain quotes. They both expressed a lot of similar ideas. But one of them had said, nope, it was Aristotle. No great genius has ever existed without some touch of madness. So true. And everybody who ever had a great idea was absolutely insane for years and years and years until it was just too much out in the open for people to deny its truth anymore. No, humans can never fly. This will never fucking happen. And sure, the first couple experiments on how to make the first real plane fucking failed. But it worked. And you were all wrong. And they weren't so crazy after all, so I'd like you to keep an open mind. That being said, I consider myself to be an antenna, a conduit. My life don't even matter to me. I'm just an aware being trying to share my understandings and what I've gathered and what passes through. And we're in some serious shit, people. We are in an age where everything's being manipulated and controlled by technology, where your souls are so fragile and sad and broken that you can't even find the little ounces of hope and pride and the things that you need to say, I can actually do this. Even in the names of your own gods, you fall short of glory. And hopefully me, as Kevin, and some of these other beings can help bring you back into focus on to what will take you to where you need to go. Too long have you forsaken your own deities, and they speak to you every day in unorthodox languages, and the language of the spirit and the unspoken way of doing things, and the way that the wind moves, and the way that items and people act around you. There are no coincidences, remember that. So, I'm a spiritual being, and I'd like you to get to know a little bit of me. When you see me make these videos, you aren't only going to see me, and some of you already know. Other of you are still asleep. Look at that other video. Wake the fuck up, people. There's more to life than what you know. Well, I think it was Shakespeare that said there's more things in heaven and earth that exist than what's in your philosophy. So try to understand that. Now, whether you believe it or take me serious or not, lock me up in a padded room, go ahead and attempt it. I'm way too smart and capable, and I'm not insane. But my past life, one of many, was Gabriel. The one you know as the Archangel of healing and the patron of messengers. I have less positive rotations through life's wheel and of experience, and that's where some of the lesser beings like Vladimir come into play, and some of that darker natures. And I've struggled for some time in this life to not want to simply suppress and never become that force again. And it's gotten to where this human is aware and understanding enough to know the importance of that firm nature of aggression, of passion, of taking control, of seizing something that would seem evil or bad to some people, but if carried out in the right light, actually isn't so bad after all. And the same negativity of positive forces can be viewed. You can look at angels as pretty fucked up for covering their tracks. They do their miracles, they don't ask for anything, but then they erase memories of the vessels they passed through that they don't even know what happened. And things of that nature. I'm very aware. Nothing happens without my knowledge now. unless I don't want to be aware, unless I fully trust a spirit of any kind, and then I can rest or do spiritual duties far more important somewhere else and bilocate in 20 different directions while my vessel can do what it needs while I go where something larger is needed. In the physical, I went through a huge life of abuse, emotional and mental and physical abuse. You know, I was beaten as a child, and I don't mean on the behind, I mean with weapons or fists and things of that nature. And where the Bible says that a prophet is respected by everyone and anyone except by his own family and those people in his own hometown, I really relate to that. No matter my wisdom, I mean, you're talking to a person who could go to sleep, literally just go to sleep, and have all the answers. Never have to study a day of my fucking life. You know, just, I want to know something, so I ask. I relax. I receive. Why can't you? Speak of the devil, something has come up, and then we'll have to continue this video with a part 2. Blessings and light all around. See ya.